Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Trish. If it's your first time here, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what videos you'd love to see me do next. As usual, I started out with my brows and then we are going to get into the eyes. I had no idea what look I wanted to go for or how I wanted to do my makeup, but I did know that I wanted to do something colorful and dramatic. And so I kind of just picked up a palette and winged it. But anyways, I started out with my brows as usual. And for that, I used my Milani Easy Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. Now I'm just cleaning up my brows, and for that I am using my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, and I am taking that on a fluffy brush just to blend the edges of that concealer out, just so we don't have any sharp lines. And I'm just setting my brows in place using my e.l.f. Wow Brow in Brunette. Now I'm just priming my lids, and for that I'm using my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and then I am going to dive right into the Warrior 3 palette by Juvia's Place, taking that black shadow just to kind of carve out where I want to start the beginning of my cut crease. Once I got that done, I am going to be blending it out with a green shadow, also from the Warrior 3 palette. And then I am going to blend that shadow out with a bright yellow from that same palette. I'm just highlighting my brow bone with a golden highlight from my Revolution palette. And then I am going to go right ahead and cut my crease. For that I am using my Morphe M224 and my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Now I'm taking just a regular Q-tip with some micellar water just to kind of clean up where I carved my crease, just to get rid of that color that's mixed in with the concealer that I placed down, because when I go in with my other shadows, I don't want those two colors blending together and then leaving it muddy. Now I'm just kind of recarving that cut crease, and then I am gonna prime my lid and get started with the other shadow. I don't know why, but I really wanted to use that purple shadow from the Warrior 3 palette. It's called Candace. I just saw it and I was so in love with it. It's such a rich and beautiful color. I had to use it. So I went with that as the second layer for my cut crease. And then I am just going to blend that out with a pink shade that's from the same palette that's called Fenty. Now I only have like minimal space to work with, so I have to be like really careful, and these brushes are so tiny, but still they can cause a big mess if you're not careful. So I kind of just take my time and blend it out. This look actually took me a good like 4 hours to do. So that was kind of an all-day project. Not really, but yeah, I'm being dramatic. Anyways, I finished blending out the shadow, and then I cut my crease again, and this time we are going in with a blue shadow. And I am a big fan of blue. I love blue. Blue is like my favorite color, so I definitely had to use a blue shadow. Of course, I'm just cleaning up the edge of that shadow that we just placed, and I don't know, but I felt like the look was kind of missing something. So I decided to add some glitter to it just to make it pop. And before I did that, I went ahead and I lined where I carved my crease with some Kiss Strip Lash adhesive. Yes, lash glue. I carved my where I placed the cut crease, I carved that out with the glue, and then I went ahead and did the glitter on top of that. And what this does is the glue will keep your glitter from cracking. So when you place glitter shadows down, they tend to crack because when they get dry, they separate. So I placed the lash glue down first, and then I put the glitter on top of it. And next I kind of just went ahead, popped some lashes on, and now we are getting into the face. To prime my skin, of course, I use my Milani Brightside Primer and my NARS Natural Radiant Long Wearing Foundation as usual. Now just going in with my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. Of course, it's damp and I use that to blend my foundation out into the skin. And next up, we have to conceal those dark under eyes due to lack of sleep. And for that, I use my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and that same sponge. And once I get those blended out, I am just going to go ahead and set them into place with my Marcel Translucent Powder. So far, we've only set where we place concealer, and now, of course, we get to set the rest of that foundation. Of course, I'm using my Maybelline 355 in Coconut Fit Me Powder on a fluffy brush, and then I am just gonna warm the face up a bit, and for that, I take my Black Radiance palette, my Black Radiance True Complexion palette, and I am just kind of giving myself a little bit of a contour, and then we are adding some blush, of course, just to add some color back to the face. After we've carved out our contour and highlight that nose just so it's nice and snatched, I'm gonna go back under my under eye and I am just placing down a blue liner because I want those bottom lashes to pop because there's so much going on at the top. I don't want to leave the bottom just bare. So of course I placed down that blue liner, which is an Essence liner. Then I went ahead and added a black liner underneath that, and then I blend those out with a blue shadow. Of course, now we have to set the face. For that, I use my Urban Decay All Nighter, and then I added some mascara to my lashes. With so much going on in the eyes, I have to keep the lips nude, and so I went ahead and used my lip liner in Nutmeg from NYX just to outline my lips, and then I am gonna add Forever from my Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip. And there you have it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.